remember the managing director of the Nigerian Ports Authority, NPA, Hadiza Usman. She has been in that very position, and she has been taking up a lot of issues and, speaking a lot. But of course, we all have the report that she has been suspended. But here is the reason why she's actually suspended and why the government is talking about it, and some of the things that we did not know that they will be open to us in this very report. But of course, if you want to hear more, please ensure you subscribe if you have not. Give this video a thumbs up and turn on the notification bell so that you can get updated anytime we drop a new video. Alright guys, don't forget this is Saffron Media and we are here to give you the best, the most trending, exciting, reliable and authentic happenings in Nigeria, especially in the area of politics and many more. So ensure you stay tuned, relax and get the best right from here. Alright guys, without further ado, let us hear why Buhari suspended Hadiza Usman as NPA Managing Director. Yes, President Muhammad Buhari has approved the suspension of the Managing Director of the Nigerian Ports Authority, NPA, Hadiza Usman. This is to allow a panel of inquiry set up by the federal government to investigate the management of the agency to carry out its task. The Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, in a release on Thursday, said President Buhari had approved the recommendation of the Ministry of Transportation under Honorable Rotimi Amaechi for the setting up of an administrative panel of inquiry to investigate the management of the Nigerian Port Authorities, NPA. The President also approved the Managing Director, Hadiza Bala Usman, step aside while the investigation is carried out, while Mr. Mohammed Koko will act in that position. The panel is to be headed by the Director, Maritime Services of the Ministry, while the Deputy Director, Legal of the same ministry will serve as Secretary. Other members of the panel will be appointed by the Minister, the statement said. So obviously we can see that the Managing Director has been involved in some kind of things. Yeah. And yes, reliable sources told us last night that Amaechi had been on Bala Usman's case for about 2 years, but finally had his way yesterday. The latest pretext the minister used to oust the NPA boss, said a source, is related to the audit and payment to the Consolidated Revenue Fund of the Federation, which was managed by the authority's Director of Finance and Administration, Mr. Mohammed Koko, who was now being appointed the acting managing director. Koko is also said to be Amaechi's account officer while he was governor in Rivers State. He is also the minister's appointee to the NPA board. Another source expressed fear that Bala Usman might not get justice as the panel investigating her is made up of Amaechi's staff in the ministry. A source close to the intrigue told us, what more evidence of impending kangaroo proceeding do you expect when the person managing the suspect account is now in charge of the organization? Does that make sense? So we can see that Bala is actually in trouble, Hadiza, because obviously you can see that all surrounding her are people that are actually against her. And when you're working in an environment where you're not being appreciated or where you have people who are working against you, you're likely not going to succeed. And that is exactly what is happening to this NPA boss, because those she has surrounded herself with or those she's working with are people who are loyal to Amaechi. And obviously you can see that the reports that we got from Anonymous actually said that Amaechi has been on this case for over 2 years now, and finally he has gotten his way. And of course, he has actually replaced this NPA boss with those he really wanted to be in those positions, and he actually got his way. And I just hope that the NPA boss will be able to handle this, because reports that we also have shows that those who would be at, on this very case are people who do not even want her to be there in the first place, are people who are working against her. So how she's going to do this, I don't know, because of course the report obviously shows that at the end of the day, all of these people who have been told to investigate the matter are those who are actually working against her to ensure that she leaves that position. So what do you expect? What is your expectation about the outcome of such investigation? It will obviously show that she's guilty, even if she's not. I'm not saying she's not guilty, neither am I saying she's guilty, but obviously when you have people who have been praying and working against you for you to get out of such positions, and at the end of the day they got their way and they're asking them to become investigators of that same matter, you already know what the outcome will be. And that is exactly what is happening right here. If she's not careful, she will be named, or she will be called, as someone that has been involved in a crime that she's likely to go to prison for. Even if she does not go to prison, she already has a name tagged to her as someone who has embezzled fund and the funds could not be recovered. So obviously, I just hope that Amaechi already has his own cup, because he has done so many things, and I wonder why this administration is still making use of Amaechi in very important positions. We have seen how he has made so many things rough, even in Rivers State, and how the elections, they have not been so smooth, killings and all of that, just because he wanted his own people to be there. He has always been like this. But of course, we hope that very soon he will get his own result of all of this that he has been doing. But obviously, we just hope that this NPA boss will be able to handle all of these issues that is before her. And those investigating it, well, I don't know, because obviously they are the wrong set of people to investigate this matter on ground, because most of them even want to occupy the position that she's in. And if she's not careful, all of this, most of the things that have been leveled against her will actually be used against her. So I believe she also should be able to gather her own evidence to show that she's not guilty. Otherwise, she will be roped, and that will be the end of the matter. So obviously, let her get her things together and ensure that she stands for herself. Otherwise, she will lose that position, and not just lose the position, she will lose face in the economy. And not just that, also, she's a lady, so she's likely going to be one of the first that will be prosecuted in such cases. So let her just gather facts and ensure that things go well with her. And if you are actually clean, it will be difficult for people to rope you. But most of these guys in those positions are always involved in one kind of embezzlement or the other. And definitely she cannot be 100% clean. So she must have been involved in some things. And even if she's not, they must have roped her in. And now it's judgment day. And not just a good judgment. The wrong people are the ones about to judge her. Well, keep your fingers crossed, because more of all of this we'll see as things unfold. So guys, thank you so much for listening. Drop your comments and also give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.